a tycoon. I've been running up a check.
Yeah, Illy. Hey, I'm setting the tone for all of the clones who swear they can do what I do. I run up a check and now niggas is checking the stats on the shoes that I use. I'm with the who's of the who's, dropping them clues like glue. I wanted the money, it came with the pie, that's how I became a tycoon. I put the work in and that shit is working, I swear you can see the results. This shit is alchemy, first they was doubting me, now niggas follow the code. I'm with the who's of the who's, dropping them clues like glue. I wanted the money, it came with the pie, that's how I became a tycoon. These rappers be thirsty for clout, speak on my name and I'm in, I'm out.
If I woke up tomorrow and chose myself instead of you, if I woke up tomorrow, would I know what to do with 2 shades of you? If I woke up tomorrow, would I have to teach you how to love me right? If I woke up tomorrow, would I stay this long knowing you won't ever fight? Fight for the right to stay in my life where I don't have to teach you wrong from right. Get to be soft when I'm not aligned, to not feel the need to be lit on me off of your insecurities. Where I move like I know my worth. Actions speak louder than words. Accepting your flaws is hurting me more. But if I wake up tomorrow, would you be the man that God purposely made? A warrior, an angel, fighting the wars that come to destroy him. My knight shining armor, my knight shining armor. If I woke up tomorrow and chose myself instead of you, if I woke up tomorrow, would I know what to do? 2 shades of you. If I woke up tomorrow, would I have to teach you how to love me right? If I woke up tomorrow, would I stay this long knowing you won't ever fight as hard as me? I gave you all of me. Who knew it hit this deep? Disloyalty worth my feelings being hurt. I need what I gave, your reason to live, and all this will be nothing but a beautiful dream. Thank God I'll wake up tomorrow and choose myself instead of you. When I wake up tomorrow, I'll know what to do. 2 shades of you. When I wake up tomorrow, I won't be there to teach you how to love me right. When I wake up tomorrow, I'll remember the time your words matched your actions. When you moved with intention. When I wake up tomorrow.
Let's go. I've been serenaded. Let's go. I love it.
That
I love
was
it.
legitness.
So I didn't want to say it before because you was nervous or whatever, but that's probably the longest song we've had.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, we've done the longest record in the beginning of the show so far, so make some noise for that.
Hey, well, it's the first time I'm singing something live, complete like that, so a little shaky, but hey.
I know when you said it the first time, or when you did it the run through, I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing. But like low key, this is the longest anybody's ever performed. So salute to that. Salute to that.
Hell yeah, phenomenal.
Well, thank you.
All right, mic check. You're now tapped into the R414R podcast, where hometown artistry isn't just a statement, it's a standard. Before we dive into today's episode, take a brief moment to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay updated on future episodes as we continue to bring you the truest talent our hometown has to offer. I am your host, the 414 Tycoon, more commonly known as Illy, and joining me as co-host is my lyrical brethren, the verbal executionist, Street Team Hectic. These episodes are brought to you out of the Third Ward Studios, and behind the lens, we got SG Films. Joining us for episode 33 is our first female artist. She's a bilingual singer/songwriter, proud Boricua, and just an overall testament of what opportunities can come from stepping through your doorways of your passions. Give it up for Alesha.
Hi. Happy to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Yay.
I'm super excited to have you. I've been waiting for this episode.
Oh. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Vocalism. She said she just went live. You said it's the first time you ever did it completely?
Yeah, a complete, yeah.
Yeah,
I was singing little
that's amazing.
bits and pieces. Oh, thank you guys.
That's what's up, yeah.
So starting off, shout out to Spearhead Conversations, because that's how I actually ran across you as an artist. I was completely unknown to me that there was someone of your skill and talent living in the hometown. So shout out to Spearhead.
Shout out to Spearhead.
Xavier doing amazing things and just uniting the city. Give us a little bit on that, how he found you and how that episode was for you.
Honestly, I don't even remember how he ended up finding me, but I know he hit me up quick and we met up quick, and and since then we've been connected ever since. Xavier, he's my dog, okay? He's doing beautiful things in the city, and hey, I can't wait to see what more he comes up with, because that brain be working.
Right.
But I'm excited. I'm glad we got connected, and it was a beautiful interview. It was a really beautiful interview.
Yeah.
And he's like really good at that. So Xavier, to me, when I met him, he told me about the podcast first time I ever met him. Then like 3 months later, we was doing it. And he was the first one I seen, because I had already had the podcast and I was doing my thing. But when he came through, he had it like almost like when a rapper comes to the studio and he already has, I'm ready. I got songs, I got hooks, I got ideas, I got beats I already picked out. I've been rapping on this shit for months. I'm ready to record this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came to my house to the podcast like that. He had the paper. He's like, yeah, look at these are the questions. And, so then seeing that, and then now Illy does that now. So it's like, it's the people.
He was naturally.
Yeah, he was the first person that I seen that made it like the podcast thing was a skill set. Like, he's like, this is really what I do. You know what I'm saying? And so shout out to Xavier, because that shit, now Illy does it really good too. And like, he be having his whole shit outlined, and I'm like, man, that's a skill set to have for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it helps the flow of the podcast. It helps like because you don't get stuck anywhere. If you are stuck, you just move on to the next thing you got on a bullet point, or and also it just makes it feel like it's professional. When you're on a podcast, and if it's no shade to any of the freeform podcasts, but when you are on those types of podcasts, you really have to be good at like conversation and talking, or else there can be like super dry spots, or you're asking the same shit different ways, and it just kind of makes it a little awkward. So.
We started like that a little bit. One time he was like, so you got anything to say about that?
Hey, but you know what? We got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I was like,
I know I did an interview at MATC, and I was the guy's first interview, and same thing. Like, it's okay. Let's do this again. Let's have a normal conversation, because I could talk, you guys.
I mean, a lot of those freeform ones they don't have it like how Illy has it question specific, but they'll have somebody behind the camera like, all right, this is the next. Talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bulletin board behind the camera.
Yeah, no, I went to a podcast like that. That's why I said that. Shout out to Why Should I Give a Damn? But Sparkus does it like that. His wife is off screen, and we'll be sitting there talking. It's like a free form though. Like they just talk topics, current events, and his wife is behind there, and she'll clean it off and write the next question. Like, and while you're talking about the subject, like let's just say, fucking Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yeah, and she'll be like, do you think Jay-Z? Or she'll write a question while you're talking, and nobody sees it but the people in the show. So
hey, you can't put me to write nothing.
Jay-Z's
That's a
hair?
good prank, Put something that ain't the right thing,
What's it called? Anchorman. He reads whatever on the prompter.
Exactly.
Like, who put that in there? That shit funny as hell.
So another thing that I wanted to kind of go over, I'm glad you brought that other podcast that you did up because I was gonna kind of try to mention that. But are those the like first two or only two interviews that you've done, or have you done more? I think I seen one other one was like a all Spanish interview.
I don't even remember. I think those are the most recent ones. I mean, Spearhead and then the MATC one was my last one. I think I did one at QVP, you know, and that was just me behind a mic answering like questions that everyone has all the time. So, and here I am with you guys now.
Let's go. So another kind of thing that I kind of wanted to talk about with you is what are your experiences as a Latin artist in Milwaukee? Because I don't know too many like Latin singers that's really out here pushing music.
I love it. First, I thought I wasn't being recognized at all until you realize that you are. I actually did Telemundo. Telemundo was an interview.
Yeah, so I think that's the one I'm referring to.
And that one was really good. I think I realized how many people did know that I was a Latin artist in Milwaukee versus like, oh, I'm just a singer and this is just a hobby. That was the first time I was actually recognized by something like big, and I was like, okay, I guess we're doing this. And it felt really good, and it was something that I prepped for, that, and I was supposed to sing on there too. It was so backed up that I got lucky. Okay, I got lucky. But it was really good. It was a really good experience, just to be recognized as a Latina artist, a Puerto Rican artist at that.
Let's go.
Yeah, you definitely give like if not famous, like just right on that. It's like the voice sounds like it's right there, you know.
And I love that. That keeps me pushing, and that gives me more of like the confidence that I need. Because sometimes I forget who I am, and I am her. You know, I am her.
Let's go.
Big facts. Y'all heard it.
Shout out to the Boricuas, man. Shout out to the Boricuas, man.
Yes,
like happy as hell.
Working hard out here.
You know, especially because I love it when you go to your page. It says your name, and then it says Wisconsin. It has the pinpoint, the fucking Puerto Rican flag. You know, and that's like, you know it. So, you know, and I love that because, you know, I remember there was a time when I moved here, because when I moved to Wisconsin, I wasn't in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So when I moved up north Wisconsin, they didn't even know what Puerto Ricans were. They were like, oh, you're Mexican. I'm like, well, you know, that's cool, but I'm not. I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So that's so dope to see that represented is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So,
and we got to work hard to put ourselves out there. Look how far we've come now, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's big facts. Like I said, I don't really I do my best to search for new talent or like talent that I haven't heard of yet, and it's very rare that I run across other Latin artists, whether it be rappers, singers. So I'm always like super shocked when I find them, and like Heck says, like if you are able to make music in Spanish, you're almost a sure dope, you know? Like not too many of them I find are trash.
And what I love about that is I'm very much word of mouth. You know, I put myself out there very specifically. So I love that it is a word of mouth. You heard of me by someone else, and that usually is how it goes. And I love that because that's the point of me, you know? If that's a question at all, somewhere in there, my what I would want to do, right, is not become famous. I want to be able to, I treat it as like a hobby, you know, it's something that I love to do, but it's not something that I want to, like be 100%, you know. I want to be able to express myself the way I want to express myself. And like I said, word of mouth, if you hear me, and I'm here. And, but it's not something that like, I'm trying to be on the red carpet somewhere. You know, I want to keep it here on word of mouth for the longest.
Right. That's crazy. You red carpet ready as fuck. No, you ready for the red carpet for sure.
Yeah. I definitely think that stage of artistry is starting to be, I guess, passed over. You know, like the whole like super famous Michael Jackson, like people fainting at your shows and shit, like that shit is kind of dead now, you know. Like
everything going on
followed around everywhere and shit. I don't want.
I call that idolizing, and you see all the things that are going on now. A lot of people idolize the wrong people.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's big.
And now they're retracting.
Yeah, there's a show on Hulu right now. It's called Love Story, and it's about John F. Kennedy's son. And how he buried this chick who she was like working for Calvin Klein or some shit. That's neither here nor there. But the whole shit, bro, he can't leave his house without. This was in the 90s, and he just couldn't do nothing. And then when he got with her, it ruined her whole life just because he was so famous.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't do shit. Anytime she tried to make business deals, they would come outside and there's fucking 1,000 motherfuckers with cameras. Like, take a picture, tell me one thing. Like, and
Right.
can you imagine that? Can you imagine being Michael Jackson, bro?
And I couldn't live like that.
You could never go shopping anywhere. Like when he was so famous, you couldn't go anywhere in the corners of the world where they're like, that's fucking Michael Jackson. Bro.
I always think of like The Rock and shit because he kind
Or
of
The Rock.
yeah,
He can't hide.
I'd be
shit.
pissed if I couldn't go to the gym.
That's
Motherfuckers
crazy.
like with their video cameras of
Yeah.
me and shit. I'm
And
like,
he
he
can't
take-
hide. He's a big
yeah.
ass.
Well, he fucking
One of
builds.
one.
He takes a gym with him everywhere,
everywhere
he
you
goes.
go, yeah.
Like he has a fucking gym flown out or built wherever he's.
That's
like,
crazy.
Crazy.
That's
See, that's where
crazy.
the money portion comes in.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
that's where
you
the
want to
money
live
is.
undercover, you got the money to cover it.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to like having a gym just like pop up wherever I'm at. You know,
Oh, yeah.
specifically for me. But
I get it, but sometimes you want to be able to do public shit. That's part
Yeah.
of that's part of just being a regular person. You know, so you want to.
Yeah.
I want to be able to just walk outside and walk my dog or anything without motherfuckers. You look up, it's a
gonna have
nigga
to
in
be
a tree and
dressed as a nun
shit,
then.
taking a picture. You walking your dog and shit. That's crazy.
Have you guys seen the videos of J. Cole driving around in his
Honda, yeah.
whatever, and then like wherever he stops, like it's like a crazy mad crowd, and he's trying to like calm them down.
Yeah, yeah.
But you see the respect that they give him? Like,
Yeah.
that's something that you got to give yourself.
Yeah.
He is known for being humble and being
Yeah.
and still putting in the work.
Right.
So a lot of people that he comes across treat him like what he is, like what he puts himself as,
Yeah.
which is dope. I think it's super dope. I want to drive around in my Honda too and no one know me.
For everyone who doesn't know, she got a raw ass Honda.
I got a 1988
She
with
said, "I wanna ride around my Honda
245,000
too."
miles. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Gold, you know, we don't.
I didn't know. Good shit you said that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, if there was any car that like symbolizes Boricua, it's that.
That little Honda.
Like, you know, it's a motherfucker
No bullshit.
with no bass.
And you go, oh, it got bass. I was
Yeah.
gonna bring it. It got bass.
That's crazy.
We would have heard it up here because we be hearing all the motherfuckers driving in the front.
Straight up.
I'm like, she's fucking here, bro.
Yo,
She's here, bro.
too bad it was raining.
All right, so as you know, like I told you earlier, this is Women's History Month, so that's one reason why I also found it very dope that we got to have you on the show this month. Do you do anything special for like Women's History Month? Do you like, you know, flip through the, you know, historic events and try to find little niche things, or, you know, do you celebrate? Or
I really don't, but I did purposely put this song out that I just sang because it was Women's History Month. It was
Okay.
supposed to be for last month because it was like a love song, but the song is like woman empowerment. I am all for women getting the fuck up from situations that they don't need to be in,
Oh, yeah.
okay, and moving on, whatever that is. Shitty friendships, shitty relationships. That could be with friends, family, your relationship, your job, whatever it is. I am all for you as a woman empowering yourself and putting yourself in situations that make you feel better and make you feel good about
That's
yourself. And so, you know, I love that I was able to put that record out during Women's History Month because, hey, I'm trying to empower these women to. I don't tolerate a lot of bullshit at all. I don't tolerate, you know, and you can read that off me really quickly. I don't tolerate a lot, and I try to instill that in other people as well, and other women.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have to be anywhere where you're not treated properly, where you're not loved properly, where you don't feel like you belong. So yeah, that's where the song comes in. So it's a beautiful time to have put it out.
Right. No, I definitely agree. And you could definitely tell from the music as well. Like if you're listening to the words,
Well, yeah, the
He'll
lyrics
take
she's just
shit.
saying. Was it.
it'll take shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, nah, you can't.
she got a whole song like there's somebody else waiting in
Mm.
line.
Hey, and there's always a better job, a better friendship, a better man, a better
Right.
everything. There's always somebody better
Yeah.
to give you what you deserve at the end of the day. Hey, and for men as well, not just for women. You know, there's a lot of men
Yeah,
who are
facts.
stuck in situations in life where they don't even have to be in. Like, all you got to do is get out of that situation and move on to the next. Then you'll see how God's going to start opening doors for you.
Facts. Shout out to what is it? International Women's Day? month?
Well, International Women's Day was March 8th, but the month of March is Women's History
It's
Month.
Women's History Month.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to the Women's History Month fam, because I love all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the women fam.
Facts. Also, one thing that I kind of wanted to drop in your ear is have you heard of the TBH open mic?
I have not.
No? Okay, so that's an open mic that's for singer-songwriters and poets.
Okay.
So I think you should go perform one
Shoot
day.
me the details.
Yeah. So it's I can't remember the girl's full name, but it's on Instagram, I believe she's Aya in the Sky. And she hosts an open mic on the 15th of every month. I think they just started it February, so this is their second one. And that's at Kenai, which is the same place where Mad Static hosts his open mic. And he does that on the third Thursday of every month. But yeah, as far as like, we went to the last open mic that Mad Static hosts. Like I said, they're both at the same places, and some of the singers there were phenomenal.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
I love
like,
that. I
you
love
know,
that. And it's
and-
only once a month?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
once a month.
Which is better because
Right.
that every week thing gets played out so fast.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But like, so they're doing this, like they both have it at the same bar. They each host one every month. So it's like 2 every month, basically. One's more singer-songwriter, and then the other one is like rappers, just
Okay.
anybody kind
No,
of
I gotta
thing.
slide
So,
too. I gotta do it.
yeah, it was dope. When we went, it was packed. Like you could barely
Yeah,
walk through that motherfucker.
It's not a super big venue,
Mm-hmm.
so it packs up easy. But the thing about the setup of this is that it's so intimate, and the open mics that they're having are set up to be like, hey, we're here to listen. We're not here to, hey, we're not here. I mean, you could do that. You can turn up and all that. But for the most part, they're fucking like as close as me and you are. And they're like, what you about to say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't look at me.
It was on
don't
them, yeah.
don't look this way.
If I woke up tomorrow,
No, for real though.
Yes.
They literally are.
I'm gonna bring blindfolds. Everybody, put them on.
It literally is though, this close. So they're just right there, and
Okay.
then they're listening, and they're not just like they're not right in front of you talking to each other and shit. Like they're participating and shit. So,
yeah, they're
I love
paying
that.
attention. So it's
you know,
like,
so that's a good thing about it, because they actually respect the mic and they're paying attention to what you got to say.
you know,
I love that because that's
So-
what they're there for, right?
Exactly what they should be there for.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm gonna definitely send you the information for that
Send me-
because I
send me
would
the
love to
info.
see you perform live. And
So it's the same venue, different day.
yeah,
Okay,
yep. So
'Cause
they're
I
actually,
can't find it when I
so
I
that
look it up.
TBH one is today.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like
So after
starts
this,
at
we
4.
finna drive over there.
I'm dressed for the party.
We going right now, man.
Let's go.
You
Let's
finna
go.
sing.
Yeah, it's right up the street.
What time is it? What time Does it start?
I think it's from 4 to 7,
Okay.
Damn,
and we end. This
we end at 4. Like,
I love that. Hey,
Yeah.
where are we going?
Can I? But yeah, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Next, we're gonna move into another song of yours, just so we can kind of, let the audience hear the vocals more and just let them soak up your vibe.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
all right, this is Alesha, Fire the Rain. Let's go.
This video was fire, by the way.
Philly killed it.
The misery crawling through your skin. I was far from what had you so poisoned. Far, 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 far. With you, I felt the lowest I have ever felt. It was then that I realized that snakes hide so well. Repeatedly mistreating me like I meant nothing. Questioning my own worth while you pulled me through it. I wouldn't put you out if you were on fire. I'd watch you burst into flames as I admire the beauty and the pain that you caused me. The lessons I had to learn to love me. Mention me every chance that you have, as if you weren't the cause to my toxic habits. Thought that I'd fall like the rest of them did. Now you hear of my name without even trying. Misery loves
That's my
company.
really favorite part.
You see the way you ran your
Right.
mouth like every
like,
bitch
replay.
in your family. Easy to see the apples don't fall far from the tree. You reap what you sow and God don't play about me. I wouldn't put you out if you were on fire. I'd watch you burst into flames as I admire the beauty and the pain that you caused me. The lessons I had to learn to love me. I wouldn't put you out if you were on fire. I'd watch you burn in a place where no one comes to save, coming down like it's rain.
I love that fucking whatever effect filter that is. I love that shit.
Coming down like it's
A lace umbrella is crazy.
Yeah, right.
And it was all him. Like, he was so good with the business portion. He said, do this, this, and this.
Fire.
Hey.
Fire.
Terrain.
I didn't know Philly shot that though.
Yeah. And I loved working with Philly. Like, I love
I was like,
the
"Damn, you got Joyner in your
professional
video?"
aspect of things. Like, he sent me the layout. He sent me what I should wear, what his ideas were. I just got everything and made sure that I showed up. I remember we showed up and he thought I was going to have a team. I thought he was going to have a team, and it was just the both of us. And he was like, wait a second, you work alone? Yeah, I do this all by myself. And he's like, so do I.
That's what's up though.
Mhm.
Who recorded that?
So QVP, Kevin Silva.
Okay.
Amazing.
Is that what?
He's the only one who I recorded with, actually. So all my songs are produced by him.
That's
produced and
that's who
engineered.
Junito told us
And
about?
engineered, mixed and mastered, everything.
Is it? I think that's who Junito was telling us about. He records a lot of Boricua artists and shit. Like,
Yes, he records,
he's
I
the
think, a
one
lot
who-
of people. Hmm.
Nice.
that's because that shit sounded great.
He's amazing. It's hard when you're trying to look for someone else just to kind of, don't go
that's
nowhere. It's like
very
cheating on
hard.
your nail artist. Like, you don't want to do that.
So,
But I mean, there are a lot of great engineers. It's just,
Mhm.
it's all about who you know.
Mhm.
So because I probably recorded with like 3 or 4 really dope engineers. And then like an array of not dope engineers.
Mhm. No, I
man.
agree.
Like,
I agree.
and it's just, trying to collaborate with people, and I'm like, this is really not like what I like
Yeah.
as far as quality wise. So I'm gonna have to like stay away from this. But
so many.
thank you for the
undope-
opportunity.
Mhm.
But,
So many undope engineers.
and
bro.
so many of them get butthurt.
yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, they get salty if you
Mhm.
don't. I'm like, bro.
Mhm.
But
you're not
Kevin
fire
Silva,
like that.
amazing. I met Kevin in 2018. I know I have some little baby ass record sitting somewhere that they're never gonna come to light that I did with him. And we started from the bottom, and he's out here now and he does a beautiful job. His producing, he mixes and masters, he does my cover photos sometimes. He will do it all.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So before we jump into the questions, I want to make sure I check those out. You wrote that, so you write all your songs?
I write all of my songs.
That's amazing.
I love
I
it.
write all of my music. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I fuck with that.
Thank you.
Because that matters. That matters. Like so for
Absolutely.
me, I'm one of those people like if you was to put I'll be saying some crazy shit. I know I'll be saying some crazy shit. Nobody fucking kill me, bro. But like how people try to put like damn, I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna say some totally different shit.
Say it.
I'm gonna say fuck it.
Say it.
Like when people put like Beyonce and then
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
To me, Beyonce could be as fine as she wants. She can sing as good as she wants. Nigga, Taylor Swift write 90% of her shit.
Mhm. It does.
To me, that puts it like the talent through the roof,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah,
not
there's
only
a
is
bigger
she-
gap.
you know what I mean?
widens the
Yeah,
gap of the
exactly.
two
It makes
artists.
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. So I feel that way a lot about artists and how they move amongst everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like if we were doing a scale and I was like, this person doesn't write, Alesha writes, y'all might sing similarly on the same scale, but I'd be like, well, she writes her own shit, so
Mhm.
that kind of takes you out the running. You know?
Hey, you got to give the
Yeah.
credit where it's due.
You know what I
So
mean?
I bust my ass, and honestly, As crazy as it sounds, I write these songs just within like 2 or 3 hours. They're done. I find a
Okay,
beat
she
and I write
flexing on
them,
y'all. She
and
flexing.
then
Right.
you know I put them, I tuck them away,
Okay,
and then
I
when it's
see.
ready to come out with them, I go ahead and lay them out. It,
All right,
it
my
really
bad, big
is
dog.
simple. It really is that simple
My bad,
for
my
me.
bad.
You
Give us
know,
a bicep real
I-
quick.
Yeah, you know.
I feel it. You know.
My bad, my bad.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, you definitely could tell that, you know, if I didn't know that you already wrote your own music, you know, I would think like the same person is always writing your music because
Yeah.
your music is very consistent across the timeline of your records, you know. So but it's even better knowing for sure 100% you stating it like, yeah, I write my own
It's
shit.
me, guys. It's me.
Let's
I do
go.
it.
That shit matters.
So let's move into this interview portion. In your words, give us a summary of who Alesha is.
Do you want to know Alesha the artist or just in general?
Just you? Who are you?
Because, you know, Alesha's a lot of
guess
things.
both.
I'm trying to juggle. I try to juggle me and my 10 personalities sometimes. I'm Alesha the mom. I'm Alesha the artist. I'm Alesha the phlebotomist. You know what a phlebotomist is, right? I draw blood
think
at the
so,
hospital.
yeah.
So I'm Alesha
I
the
was like, I gotta guess
phlebotomist.
wrong and shit.
You know, I'm Alesha, the woman of God, okay, the woman
Let's
of
go.
faith, of strong faith. I'm a lot of things. I try to accomplish everything that makes my soul on fire, puts it on fire. So anything that I want to be is who Alesha is.
Yeah, I fuck with that answer.
Oh, man, no bullshit.
It's funny that you're like, you know what phlebotomy is, right? Because when I first learned the difference between phlebotomist and lobotomist,
Wait,
like,
what's a lobotomist?
isn't
That's
a
the
lobotomist
brain
like
shit,
like somebody who
Yeah, they go in
fucking
your brain.
circles,
Oh, no,
cut your brain
phlebotomist.
out and shit.
No, see, bro, when she said that, she looked at me. It's like, you know what that is? I was like,
I
the
noticed.
way you asked me, I don't know now.
You guys
Now
know
I'm
when you
second
guys
guessing
do the
myself.
nod, I get it a
Yeah.
lot when people smile and keep the
Yeah,
nod and don't know what.
No,
I'm
I
saying,
definitely
like-
will nod the shit out some shit. But no, I knew what that was. But when you asked me, the way you asked me, I was like, maybe I don't know.
Right.
Hold on.
Yes, no, and I love what I do. I love what I do.
Like, that's to draw blood. No, I
Yeah.
fucking cut people's brains off. And they're like, oh, shit. Nah, yeah, that's what's up, though.
That's one thing I love about writing though, is like the amount of vocabulary you get to learn through writing and like
Yeah, reading and writing.
words, and you know, because then you're like, that's what that shit is. You know?
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely fuck with that answer. As an artist who is very emotionally aware, what are things that help you tap into and express those emotions without dwelling or staying trapped in the loop of any negative emotions?
So I think anything that goes through your body, anger, sadness, anxiety, my outlet is music.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, could be music and could be a lot of other things, fitness or anything that gets it out of my system. I'm also a person who I have friends who go through things and the outlet for them is also my music. You know, I
Mhm.
might write them a song and, but finding an outlet for your emotions, finding an outlet for whatever it is that you're feeling. Yeah, you guys might all have a hobby that you know, what is your outlet?
Right.
What is your actual outlet
Right.
for these things? Is it writing music? Is yours writing music? Could yours be
I would
the
say
gym?
mine is mostly like writing music, gym, and then work. Like I'm somebody who loves work, you know, like
Mhm.
there's a lot of people who don't really like to go to work or they complain a lot about going to work,
Mhm.
but like I realized real early to change my mind state about work so that I can be happier while I'm there, because I'm just an overall happy
Mhm.
person. So it's like, you know, people always send me stuff like, I don't want to go to work on Mondays or little reels and shit. And I'm like,
Mhm.
you're stupid. Like,
Seriously,
I love
count your
going to work on
blessings.
Mondays.
Count
you
your
know, like,
blessings. Count your blessings.
yeah. So, you know, like I learned to make work my best friend, you know,
Mhm.
and it was through a book that I had read, you know, that taught me that. So, but yeah, I would say work, music, gym.
Yeah, no, being emotionally aware and
Mhm.
finding the outlet to those emotions really does help get it out of your system. Whatever way that you got to get it healthy, though, not no
Yeah.
toxic shit.
Yeah.
Whatever healthy way you can get it out of your
Damn, I ain't
system.
even gonna say mine then.
And music is like a really good outlet for me. Like I you heard it. I put it all out there, and once it's out there, I drop it. It's done. It is what it is after that.
Right.
No, yeah, I feel you. I usually performing the music is more than the creating the music for me.
Mhm.
Like when I perform and I do like a really good performance or something, I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking it fills up everything that I drained from making the music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like the completion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, because making the music is fun too. It's, but it's been so long since I've ever just sat in a setting where I'm just in the studio. I'm just chilling. And I'm like, oh, let's just make whatever comes. It's usually like I'm paying for it. You got 3 hours. Go. You got to hurry up. You got to do, if you don't do the right shit, you can't come back. And if you do, you got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself sometimes be stressing.
Yeah.
But making it still helps though. But when I perform, fuck
Yeah,
it.
because you're seeing the fruits of it after all that work you just put in. Now you're seeing the fruits of it.
Well, because when you perform, like how you just perform your song, people will hear it a certain way when they're hearing it recorded. And then when you perform it, people are going to take it a whole nother way. So when you perform it and people intake it, you're like, oh, so it is what I thought it was when I recorded it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like,
And I asked that question because, your music is very emotionally gripping. So, and you can tell that, you're very in touch with your emotions as you're listening to the music or as you're writing the music. And I see a lot of times in people that they don't know how to have an outlet for their emotions. And that's where they get like caught in a loop and then they start fucking going back negatively in life, So I thought it would be a perfect question for somebody who is very emotionally aware and intelligent to be able to kind of speak of how people can overcome that,
And that's finding that outlet. My misery does not love company. So I like to get it out of my system as quick as possible and as where I don't affect other people. If I can inspire you with what I just went through, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. I love that. So as a fairly new artist, you've covered a lot of genres in a relatively short amount of time. Which is your favorite and or which came the easiest to you?
Can I say all of them? All of them come pretty easy.
she said she the big dog.
I grew up with a Puerto Rican mom, but
She's
my
like,
mom
this side and
and this
whichever
side.
one, man, whichever style.
My
name
mom
one.
was born in the 70s and she
Yeah.
listened to everything. Salsa, R&B, the old R&B. She listened to some old funk stuff. She listened
The
to
house
everything,
music,
house music, everything. And that was she influenced me without even knowing that she influenced me because I will listen to anything as long as it sounds good and what I'm hearing is worth hearing. I will listen to anything.
That's facts.
Yeah. That's how my mom was, very much so. Like a party girl, she was like listening to everything under the sun. And then my dad, he was, well, not my real dad, my stepdad, he was a party guy, and that's how they kind of clicked. And so we was just listening to everything from Puerto Rican music, Mexican music, freestyle, house, rap, like.
And I love it.
everything.
They exposed you to diversity.
Yeah.
They exposed you without even you knowing what benefits you were going to get out of it.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing.
I surprisingly didn't do that. That's right. Every time I'm sitting here thinking, I never, growing up, it was just solid sign, like old Puerto Rican shit. And then we went to church half of my first, 10, 11 years. And we just heard whatever was on the radio if we was listening to that, you know what I'm saying? And Disney Channel and shit like that. And then I heard like Bone Thugs from my brother and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my introduction to rap was crazy, bro, because it was like Sibo and Brother Lynch Hung and shit. Like the motherfuckers is like, who the fuck is like, dog? They was some crazy killer ass gangster rap, fam. Like,
So you didn't skip all. You just went straight to
yeah,
the
we
killer
went from
shit.
church. I went from church to being with my big brother, and it was like I was like, damn.
Thank you, Lord. I got the knot.
No, but I remember my mom that she used to talk shit. Don't listen to don't be like your brother. It's always your brother's a fucking don't be like that. So I was like, all right, cool. So I fell into the boy bands and shit when I was like 8, 9, in sync and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, nigga. It is what it is. Disney Channel, nigga.
No, I had older sisters, so like my older sisters were like
in love with that
boy band crazy and shit like that. So like I knew the boy band songs because they were always playing them.
No, that's facts though.
And then you have kids, expose them to different kinds of music. So
my kids love R&B. That's what I like. That's like for me. That's some of the safest shit. Even though sometimes that playlist get a little.
Make sure
the
you
90s R&B.
make sure you separate them.
Yeah, I gotta be like, there were some songs, bro. Just last night, literally, it's crazy you said that. Just last night, we was listening. My daughters was dancing and shit, and Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle came on. The shit start right. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, this used to be the shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Bro, she got the same shit. All you gotta do is rub me the right way.
If you wanna be with me.
Yeah, if you want to be with me, there's a price to pay. I said, hey, yo.
Oh my gosh.
Change this shit. What the
And
fuck?
you guys at this age, have you not listened to a bunch of the old stuff that your parents were letting you listen to? And even the salsa and stuff. The salsa stuff was crazy. Like, wait a second. What?
Yeah, why are we listening to
like,
this?
What the heck?
And it sounds like a party song because they would dance and like drink and everything. But then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, bro, he talking about like getting cheated on and shit.
For
like,
real.
And he's like heartbroken and shit. We over here like, hey. Like that's just crazy, bro.
One of my favorite things is like scrolling Instagram and then the reels that they put up where they're translating the lyrics for like
to English and shit.
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, that's what they were saying.
What they were exposing us to. That's
Right.
why we're like this.
No, you know the Macarena is a fucked up ass song.
Yeah.
Dog.
No, wait, what is it? What does
The
it mean?
Macarena? The Macarena
she's
is like
talking about how many
about
men she been
like
with
she
and stuff
fucked
like
with
that. Yeah.
a bunch of people while her guy was away in the army.
What?
Yeah, like
I didn't know that.
If you look it up, it's a story of him like
They had
coming
a dance
back.
and everything, right?
Yeah, everybody was there, the whole world. We was all in the 90s like, let's go.
Absolutely.
It's about,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? It's about her just taking off on like Breaking Bad, Dear John letter ass shit. You know
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know not to pull that off for my kids then. Okay.
And we ain't know. We just like, no, I got that out.
That's where they get you.
We loving
the beat
that shit.
is so
like,
hypnotizing, you know, that's where they get
yeah,
you.
yeah. A good beat to make anybody just not think about shit. That's crazy.
That's funny. What do you think is the biggest challenge for independent singers in the current music scene? It could be like national or here in the hometown or
I'm gonna say here in the hometown, just because I haven't done anything like national. But I think people believing in your dream as much as you do. And I'm gonna be very blunt and open because that's what I do. I'm very blunt and open. For me, we live in a world where people cannot separate personal and business. And I have been doing music probably for 2.5 years. And the amount of people that I was going to work with who couldn't separate personal, and I'm going to speak about lust. Okay. The amount you see me as the woman that I am. And a lot of people prefer to mix their personal instead of business. No, not even knowing how great the business portion could have been.
right.
But there was a lot of things that I agreed to do that God said, sit down. That's not for you, you know? And within 24 hours, the person would kill it, like right away, you know? And I don't dwell on things. Things that are for me come to me, and the things that are not for me, I'm gonna take a seat.
Facts.
I'm gonna take a seat. It is very difficult when people are not emotionally regulated and cannot separate their personal and the business.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I stay away from that shit.
Yeah, and that's why
I've never been, you know, because unless I see the play and I'm like, all right, there could be a play here to be made, I can approach her to like really, this is for real what we can do. You know what I'm saying? If not, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's nice to meet you. All right, that's cool. Cause
No.
I already know that's shit like that happens so much. You know what I mean?
So much.
Y'all got to deal with it every fucking day. So I'm like,
every single day. People will create a facade in order to have access to you. And then the minute that they have access to you, the business, the business is out. The business is completely out. And I'm not entertaining that. I'm not entertaining that whatsoever. At the end of the day, I'm a business woman. Okay. Right. And I would love to see the way that things would go business wise, you know?
Yeah, it should be.
Especially
should be able
because
to.
you reached me because of my music.
Right.
A lot of people have gotten to me because of my music. So let's keep it there. Let's keep it and let's see where this goes. You know, you never know where that goes. Don't kill something that can really be beautiful just because of your personal, because you are emotionally you're not able to control that. You're not able to control yourself.
Yeah, like control. And like when I hear that, I think of like people not knowing how to compartmentalize, you know, the two things, you know, where it's like, and that happens a lot of times, not only with just like I guess like men and women or women to men, but also like other guys, like if they feel like they can't be the top dog, then it's like
puts a wrench in the game.
They throw a whole wrench in like where you guys could have been because they're not in control of the whole situation or they're not the fucking star player, you know? And it's like, I feel like a lot goes on in the city as far as like people not making the opportunities that they could because they want to be the fucking main attraction, you know? So it's like a lot of things die before they ever get somewhere great because somebody couldn't put their pride to the side or somebody couldn't like, you know, take the side passenger seat for a little while. And
it's not just lust. It's very much, again, personal stuff.
Yeah.
I have maybe had old friends, or I have been in situations where I have met up with someone to do business, and maybe an old friend or whatever it is, you know, people hold resentment for things that you have no control over, got to their ear. And before you know it, business was dropped. I'm not working with her. And I'm like, dang, you really just messed up this good business because your shitty homeboy decided to say.
Try to hear some he said, she said.
Absolutely. And a lot, the city carries that a lot. Sometimes I'm wondering, like, how come this fell through? How come this didn't work out? And then come to realize later on that, oh yeah, because they're friends with so-and-so because their connection is so-and-so. It makes sense. You weren't for me anyways.
Yeah,
it does happen a lot too. It's crazy.
You know, and y'all, they're sleeping on me at the end of the day. They're sleeping on me at the end of the day. Don't hit me up. Don't hit me up.
Said, don't hit her up.
Don't hit her up after this episode.
I'm a big blocker. Okay, chances are you can't even see my page.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I've been through that like many times. I remember one of the first music videos that I ever made. You know, I did a song. I met this videographer, and we ended up, you know, we were doing shows together. We were like in close proximity. We kind of worked with a lot of the same people, and you know, she liked me, you know, and I'm like, all right, cool, you know, I'm just cool, you know, and we ended up doing the video, and then like afterwards we kind of messed around, and then like we stopped messing around, but as soon as we stopped messing around, there went the video. I was like, we were not even really together.
Yeah, that's why you always get the product before you let them go. Fam.
But you see the purpose in that? Your purpose in that was that you had to learn that hard way in order to not cross those lines again, you know? And if you do cross them lines, you got to know how to play that game because...
No, that taught me early, like, and it was my, like I said, it was my first video.
In my mind, I'm like, just get what you're supposed to get first. Right?
Yeah, and I was young in it too, so I was like, you know...
Yeah, dropped the ball.
I definitely dropped the ball. And it was a fire video too. It was super fire, but you know,
she can't even watch it now. Look,
she deleted that motherfucker. That's crazy.
But yeah, shit happens.
That's fucking crazy.
You live and you learn.
Where do you see yourself in say 2 years?
I don't even think about the future. I don't. I stopped doing that so many years ago because today I might say something and tomorrow is a whole new ball game. Okay. Another opportunity might present itself tomorrow and it changes my entire, you know, I live day by day. And like I said, I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do when I want to do it and make sure I do it right when I do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I fuck with that. That's the first time we've had that type of answer. Usually everybody kind of has like a goal, you know, set or like a...
Well, you know, to be honest, I feel what she's saying because...
No, I definitely do.
But what I'm saying is like, if you was like, to me, let's just say I was just a guest on a random and they asked me that, I would try to answer it just to kind of sound like, yeah, I got plans, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I ain't no planless having ass nigga.
You're going to look back at the video and be like, what was I saying? You know, right.
Oh, I want to be this and this. And then the time has come and I'm like, I ain't even take that route, fam. You know what I'm saying? But,
for real.
But yeah, I feel like people answer that because, you know, it gives you... Also, you do want to speak shit into existence sometimes.
Absolutely.
But, yeah.
You know, but shit, I wish I could be like that. I'm worried about the future all the time.
You could be like that. You absolutely can be.
No,
Stop
it's
worrying
tough.
about the future too much.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm like borderline.
About Iran and shit, nigga.
Yeah. I don't like get hung on the future. Like I'm very loose reins with it, but I also like I have like
the plan.
Yeah, like a 5-year plan, or you know, because then if I feel like if I don't have no vision, then I'll just be like, you know, I could end up being very lazy or, you know, just not giving my...
No, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So...
I feel like maybe the future shit, when you say it, just kind of be... It's not... Vague isn't the word I'm looking for, but just more of a broad... This is the area of life I want to be in, as opposed to I'm going to do this, you know what I mean?
Well, if you needed an answer, I see myself, look, still as an artist, but living in an island by myself with nobody, a farm maybe, some animals, you know, real away from
isolated.
Everybody, okay? Yes, real, no neighbors, no, you know, something like that. But
We got her, y'all.
She
She
taking
answered.
it day by day.
other than
Yeah.
that,
She taking it day
I'm
by
living
day.
day by day. I'm gonna get my goats and my pigs and my,
We get a pig today and go tomorrow.
Yep, exactly.
Nah, I fuck with that. Like I said, I fuck with the answer though, because like you're the first person that's kind of like, you know, there's a different array of, everybody kind of lives differently, and it's nice to see, how people kind of approach things and, think about certain things as far as like where they see themselves or just how they approach their days. And for somebody to like be, I take it very in the moment, and, I look for the opportunities because a lot of people miss opportunities because they're so hung up on things that they think, are the things that are supposed to happen because that's what they got set in their head, that they just kind of fucking completely.
That's dope.
That's the
Yeah,
opportunity.
because like I want
right
to do
over their
this,
head.
and the plan is this, and then this might be outside of this plan.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, fuck that, because it doesn't accord. That's a
Yeah.
good ad. I like that. That's dope.
Yeah.
And I like to think everyone's like end goal is to be at peace with themselves.
Yeah.
And, I feel like everyone's end goal is the same, but everyone's journey is different.
Yeah.
So wherever God leads me, wherever God leads me, he's been maneuvering my life for years now. He hasn't let me down yet. Okay.
Let's go.
So
Thanks.
again, moving with faith at the end of the day.
Well, yeah. All right. And then one last question is how can the All 414 All podcast audience find your content?
So I got Instagram, Alesha Loves You on Instagram, Alesha Loves You on TikTok, Alesha the Artist on YouTube, and then Alesha Marie on Facebook. We got Spotify. It's just under Alesha. Apple Music. So any music platform is just under Alesha. Sometimes it's a little difficult to find, but you put one of the titles of the songs on there and I pop right up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had that problem this morning.
Sorry.
But no, that's cool. But Alesha, spelled Alesha, just so everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be on there too, so I just want to.
Yeah, it's a very unique spelling of it. I don't think I know.
And I
many
used to hate it.
Aleshas.
I used to hate it until
Yeah.
I finally, I was like, Mom, how'd you figure out this name? I don't know. I didn't know what your name was going to be.
Yeah.
I popped the book open and the first name on there was Alesha. And I thought it
Damn.
was cute. But you know what? It came with
And
purpose.
I thought it was cute.
Because so many people always thought it was Alicia.
Yeah, that's my
and
sister's
I
name, but it's
love that
Alicia.
it's different. I love that it's
Yeah.
different. It was meant to be different.
Well, it's different because she's Puerto Rican. She was like,
Mhm.
Alesha.
Or Alicia.
Alicia.
Like what?
That's funny.
That's funny because my sister's Alicia, like spelled how you said, and people always try to call her Alicia. And she'll be like, I'm
Alicia.
not Alicia, I'm Alicia. She used to do
Alicia.
all her whole life. She used to do that. I'm like, that's crazy, man.
She probably stopped doing it after a while. I
No,
think.
to this day, her grown ass.
day.
Excuse me. It's Alicia.
Alicia.
Every time my sister, she a gangster, bro.
I love people who do that, bro. Like, they'll like pause you mid sentence.
Yeah, like, hey, hold on.
You better
Before
get
we
my name
move on
right.
from this,
Yes.
it's Alicia, motherfucker.
Right. I need you to get my name
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
I gotta bury my actual name is Michael, so it's like everybody knows Michael.
Yeah,
No, all right.
Everybody knows Michael for sure.
They don't say
I
your
actually-
last name right though.
Nah, never. La Fuentes,
Fuentes.
right? La Fuente, like I get it
Damn, hit
all
him
with
with
the
La
last
Fuente,
name, bro.
nigga.
I get it all with the last name.
And
And then I also get too like La Fuentes was a prominent Mexican restaurant on the South Side. So
Yeah.
like when I was younger, everybody used to be like, you know the people at the restaurant? Is your family like own that? And I'm like, nigga, I don't even know any of them. Like,
And when you Hispanic and you got the same last name,
Oh, my
everybody
God.
related at
Everybody.
that point,
Right.
I knew some Vargases in Connecticut. Are
For
you related?
real.
Right. What the fuck? You know how many Vargases there are in the fucking Latin fucking language, bro?
For real. They said,
That's
what in the
funny.
incest? Look.
That's crazy. What the hell?
or Rivera's.
Oh.
That's
Mhm.
probably the most that I hear is like,
You know what's crazy though? Is my Vargas is from Peru. So my
Okay.
dad and then my dad's Peruvian. So that's where, and then everybody always thinks I'm from somewhere else from my last name. I'm like, no, that's from Peru. And my mom's is Castro, which is more Cuban damn near.
Mhm.
But she from Puerto Rico. So it's like, it's crazy, bro.
yeah.
The misunderstanding is always there.
Uh-huh.
All right. So before we head into this next portion of the episode, if you haven't already, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to help us grow our audience. A like, comment, or share with a friend are also great ways to let us know you support it and watch the episode. Shout out to our sponsor, Illy Tints, for financing these episodes. If you or someone you know is looking to transform your vehicle, add privacy, or keep it cool by blocking out those sun rays, give us a call today at 414-326-7283 or stop by the shop in Franklin, 8581 South 27th Street to book your next appointment. Also, I want to turn it over to you real quick so you can give some shout outs and, just kind of mention anything that you got going on.
Oh, well, we got Randy Randalla, who does my photography.
Let's go.
We've got QBP, Kevin Silva, who produces my music. Hey, anybody who I work with, but those are the main two who get my work done. So shout out to you guys.
Shout out to that.
Xavier for getting me on here and putting me on Spearhead.
Shout out to Spearhead.
Big thanks.
I appreciate all of you guys.
Yeah.
From how she was talking about how she wrote and all that shit, I thought she was like, I thank me, nigga.
Right.
I thank me too, okay?
I'm
I brought me here too.
I thank me, fam. Nah, I just
First and foremost, shout out
that
to
would have
me.
been funny though. Yeah, exactly. First and foremost, shout out to me.
I'm gonna use it on the next interview.
You gotta stun
Shout out to me.
If I woke up tomorrow and chose myself instead of you, if I woke up tomorrow, would I know what to do to shed of you? If I woke up tomorrow, would I have to teach you how to love me?
But I'm very big on teamwork makes the dream work, so I
Absolutely.
always try to salute my team because, it's very hard to do things on your own, especially in this, creative field that we're in because there's so much that goes into it,
a
from,
lot of work.
writing, recording, mixing, mastering, graphics. People don't realize what it takes to be an artist of our caliber. So it's like when you have the team and then, like we spoke on earlier about things not falling through because people didn't, they didn't know how to separate stuff. A lot of times things don't fall through because people don't like to give proper acknowledgement.
Absolutely.
And, I've seen that not personally, but I've seen it with other people, they just like to take all the glory and just bro, you did not do that by yourself. Why are you ashamed to put your team out there, So that's one thing that we try to take pride in here. That's why when I do the front, the intro script, we make sure to shout out SG, Letho, Heck, just anybody who's a part of this because, there's a lot that goes into being an artist and, everybody
Absolutely.
deserves their shine.
Absolutely.
Illy's my rehab with the business.
Oh no, I love that.
Because
Though.
I'm fucking jaded. He has to be like, nah, bro, don't even trip, bro. I'll be like,
He got to be the
okay,
hype
cool.
man.
No, he got to let me know because that I believe in that too. But I've been in that situation so much where it went not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. But shout out to Illy for putting me on the right path.
He's just a little, I would say he's more cutthroat about the business, so it's once you fuck him over, it's just
Yeah, so
Me
I can
too.
do it myself.
Me too. Me
Fuck it, I'll just do it, bro.
There's always
Right.
somebody else who's willing to do your job and even
Exactly.
better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't dwelling on nothing.
It's just so many down payments I've put, you know what I mean? So much down
With
payments.
no
and
refunds.
No
No, fact.
refunds or full payments, and then I just don't get the 100% at the end. I'm just like,
Yeah.
But fucking with Illy, this whole setup, having people like you come on, everybody, that shit has been wonderful. I've been able to just focus on my role in the whole shit. And so shout out to that.
And I love that. And I hope you continue to grow from that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Let's move into this next section of the episode, which is the MKE music review.
Let's go.
By the way, we already queued up my song. I'm changing my song now that I know that
Wow.
her video was shot by Philly. I want to play mine that was shot by Philly as well. Just to keep things cohesive.
Yes.
Give the boy Philly some
love.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He be working hard and I love doing business with people who are there for business. Like they
I
come
felt
and
the
get it
same way
done.
when we did my music video. He came so ready, and that's the type of guy I am. I'm ready,
Yeah.
I do this, and he did the same thing. So I was like, I really fucked with that, and he definitely showed me a different way to approach the music videos as well.
He will
So,
sit there and pep
yeah.
talk you. He sure
Yeah.
will spit some game like, hey, you got to be consistent in order to
Yeah.
get this done.
I've never had the chance. I've always wanted to, but one day.
One day.
We gonna do it this
He's
year.
amazing.
If I gotta help you, we gonna do it.
I've been definitely been trying to get in the video from Dog because I be having ideas.
Yeah.
I know he'll be like, oh shit. Yeah, he'd be like, hey bro, you need $1 million for that. My ideas be crazy, bro. I'm like, bro, what if we, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if we had me jumping off the building, you know, like on Eminem video?
He gonna make it happen, right?
Nah,
he will make
will.
it happen.
Like, I'm telling you, I
He gonna
I
be like, you
gave
for
this,
real? Yes.
I told this nigga what I thought for my video, and then this nigga sent me a script back, and I'm like, nigga, how are we gonna do this? Like, I guess I gotta put extra money on it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
you
is
have
what
to.
I was
Yeah, you
thinking.
gotta do-
know?
yeah.
And then when we got there, he was like, no, we could just do this and this, and then when the video was wrapped, I was like, I cannot believe it looks like how it looks with not
With what
having
he
the fuck.
did,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
Like,
that's where things come naturally.
it was wild.
Well, shit.
You know,
Without
like-
further ado, fam, this is Illy featuring Corey Piper, Make a Way, shot by Philly Flyboy. Let's get it.
Shout out to Corey Piper on
One of my
the feature
favorite
as
Corey
well.
Piper verses too. Yeah.
He's dope.
Find a way, you make a way. They gon' have to let us in the game, cause the model's only ever been one thing. Find a way, you make a way. If they ever tryna lock us out, keep it up, they gon' learn what we about. Find a way, you make a way. Never been the type to piss them on, no connects, guess I get it on my own. Find a way, you make a way. Deny me, but you can't deny the skill. Block us out, then you already know the drill. Find a way, you make a way. Jordan fade away with these raps. Niggas tryna block my vision, still I'm nothing but net. No regrets, I resort to leave it all on the court. And dominance wrecks a rap, I just be killing for sport. A connoisseur of sorts, high I collect on the verse. Heavy word is artfully placed to hit where it hurts. Gift and a curse, I just be dropping hits in reverse. Back to back, I think I'm Drizzy Drake, how I put in work.
Hey.
He said,
boss,
shut that
what's
shit
up?
up.
Who's this? That's Illy. Illy who? Why is he using our studio? He's up and coming. He's not up and coming here. This studio is for exclusive. That's a $150,000 microphone. That's a ribbon microphone. Sorry, boss.
Say how do you?
Right.
I get a beat from zone, treat it worth its weight in gold. You know every nigga brushing shoulders with me stuck in mode. Don't go to war with us, cause you ain't finna make it back. Zombie land that nigga, hit him with the double tap. Niggas out here trying to gatekeep. I send that Trojan horse full of shooters and put you niggas 6 feet. Cause either way we getting in. If you ain't know by now, then let me say that shit again. They gon' have to let us in the game, cause the model's only ever been one thing. Find a way, you make a way. If they ever tryna lock us out, keep it up, they gon' learn what we about. Find a way, you make a way. Never been the type to piss them on, no connects, guess I get it on my own. Find a way, you make a way. Deny me, but you can't deny the skill. Block us out, then you already know the drill. Find a way, you make a way.
I found a way to make a way. I ain't had no hidden talents till I found an 808. When I was down, yeah, they wouldn't give you boy the time of day. Now I'm up, they ask for favors, sorry, I ain't got time today. Couple years ago, sleeping on me, now they wide awake. They don't never be on shit, but somehow got a lot to say. I've been out here quarterbacking, calling out all kinds of plays. And I ain't never fuck nobody over, that's how I was raised, yeah. Every payday, I would spend my money down at A-State. You can ask Tito, he know I would always stay late. I was always trying to learn some shit above my pay grade. Never paid attention to what they say, huh? I really do this for my family, yeah, it's not for the applause. I don't do this for the Grammys and the plaques go on the wall. Seen a vision as a young, fell in love with what I saw. I don't regret the shit at all.
They gon' have to let us in the game, cause the model's only ever been one thing. Find a way, you make a way. If they ever tryna lock us out, keep it up, they gon' learn what we about. Find a way, you make a way. Never been the type to piss them on, no connects, guess I get it on my own. Find a way, you make a way. Deny me, but you can't deny the skill. Block us out, then you already know the drill. Find a way, you make a way.
Dog ain't got no destination. This shit just miles of woods. and
Love
shit.
that.
The funniest shit about this video, right, was the part where I jumped on the 4-wheeler and I peeled off. Homie who's chasing me, there was like a shitload of mud there.
And you
So-
shot it at him?
Ooh.
Yeah.
he came back. That nigga was like
Drenched.
Yeah.
fucking mud everywhere, bro. Like he was basically blackface. Like, it was crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah, so like what he was able to do with the small budget that we had, like it was crazy, you know.
So real quick, I never really noticed, right? I've watched that video probably like 12 times, bro. You stole the mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I never noticed that.
$150,000 microphone.
That's crazy. My slow ass. Every time I watched it, I was like, oh, he just got into it with dog, and then I just noticed he was unscrewing it.
Yeah, it was a heist for the microphone.
Because he said it's $150,000. Okay, I get it.
Yep.
All right. My
And he
bad.
didn't want you in
Hey, I'm
there.
honest. At least I'm
Right.
honest, bro, and I can admit, hey, I missed it, but I caught it though.
Yep. So, that's what I sent him when I wrote the song. He was like, what's the concept of the video? And I was like, basically, I'm thinking like Gone in 60 Seconds, heist, like we steal a mic, and then he was like, all right, you got a studio we can use? I was like, yeah. At that time, I was apprenticing for an engineer, like to be an engineer at a studio. So I was like, yeah, we could use this studio. They said it was cool. And then, it kind of just all fell into place from there, and then shout out Eli for
I'm about to say shout out Eli.
playing the head honcho boss. His acting skills definitely on par.
Eli and
Love that. It was
Izzy.
a good video. It was a good video.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was he snapped, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. This next one, Alesha brought this one to our attention, and I feel like we're about to be amazed because it was playing earlier when it was just playing in the background. But when I started paying attention, she was going crazy. So this is Jonah Dene. Hopefully, I said your name right. I
think it's
apologize if I didn't.
Janae, I think.
Janae Dene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's Janae Dene. Oh yeah, I hope so. I hope so. But then this is called "Last Woman Standing," shot by Stearns. It says, "Let's go." Welcome to the All
She be
414
going
All
in.
alumni.
She's a poet. She's a poet, but she be going in.
Lighting on the video immediately looks amazing. It's a beautifully lit scene.
And then boom.
All right.
Let me find out that's actually her playing the beat.
That be going.
I grew up with a cold shoulder from my own father. I had to call him, told her that I promise I'ma make it out and I'ma take a spot and I'ma be the loudest like a father missing out on all the moments. I'm the coldest, I'm the one who won and I'm the one who talking. Fuck the moment, fuck who throwing fake promoters for they fake it posing. Fuck who wrote it for him, I'm approaching all opponents like a fucking matador. At the door like social working, no comparing to a go who really working for it. I could pour some life into him, like support to all these souls. I keep on young, I open doors to most these boys they touching on. Can't touch a goat that's coming up at every door like baby boys being born. I'm the one they fear might be coming. I'm the one bitches been overlooking. I'm the one they seeing coming for it. I'm the one they really hating on. I'm the one bitches upset about. And they in the house watching all my clout. And they wanna be me, the woman they dream, the woman they fiend, the woman they tease. I ain't grow up like other hoes who had easy. Calling me, don't bother me, I'm on a mission. Any minute they get you, that's where I'm giving. High maintenance like I'm maintenance and I'm patient. Cat and eyes to Carolina, Carolyn Bryan hiding out in they high flying. That's a far from death, that's Kobe Bryant. Oh, show they beyond bitches, ice spice, hardly carry knowledge, but they pocket watch, wonder how I do it, bitch, I'm gifted for it. Yeah, you had your turn, had your foot in doors that they handed to you, but I hustle mines and I earn a fortune, catching bodies now, call it Jeffrey Dahmer. You answer me when I talk to you. Say Maya P, really get into it. I'm just being me till they tune into it. I'm a playing movie, start a revolution. Fuck if you ain't moving, I was lost and homeless. Walk a form, but I'm walking bitches. I'm they law enforcement. I've been disappointed, cause they hear my noise. Know I'm working for it, bitch twerking for it. Not a purpose for it, I've been looking for it. See it's levels 2 and on the highest floor. See I'm lyrical and they'll call it boring. Unless I'm popping pussy, but that's really common. Gotta dumb it down for bitches clownery, cause they crashing dummies. And I gotta be bitches motivation.
Fucking
To
bars,
really face
bro.
it
Bars.
and make it happen. Till they up and wake to a legendary story of how the fuck she made it.
Bro, the creativity is through the fucking charts.
And
nigga.
I've never met her, but I actually heard of her through Spearhead as well. And
Okay.
when I added her on Facebook, she's a poet. Like, she's real. Just like
God.
this, she's real as fuck on her
That
page.
was
She
fucking
don't care.
If she wrote that to that beat, that's insane.
I think
Like, because to go so hard on something so soft,
yeah.
that's
I can't-
wild.
That should be blowing my mind when people do
Women's
that, bro.
History Month.
Because I feel like maybe I feel like I write to the
Yeah.
and like because I'm one of those syllable.
Yeah.
So like I almost not that I need it, but it's like I at least imagine that, and on that I couldn't even catch it.
Right.
But she did her shit though. It wasn't. That shit was great, bro.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if she wrote that to that beat, because I've done tracks where I've wrote something, like the freestyle that I spit on here was actually written to a different beat
Yeah.
I produced, and I was like, oh well, this beat is I like it a little better over this beat. So that's
Yeah, it just had a little more character to it or whatever.
And it kind of slowed it down a little bit to like help people catch the bars, because the beat that I made for it, it was a lot faster.
Like the tempo was up
you could
more.
easily miss the bars. But if she wrote that to that beat, that's wild.
Yeah, she told me I gotta check her page out.
That was fire. That was fire. Welcome to the alumni. You've officially been played on here. Now when me and Illy hear shit like that, we're like, all right, now we got to go check her out. Like, where are you from, bro? Where you doing that shit? Well, obviously she's from here, but shout out to Janae Danae, and I hope I'm saying it right.
Me too.
Shit.
I think it is.
If we're saying it wrong, we're about to learn. Because we're definitely about to be checking out.
No bullshit. No bullshit. But shout out to that hometown pick. All right, mine is Mo City. I fuck with Dog so tough. Ever since I heard that Pinky record, from him and Paper Stacks, bro, I fuck with Mo City. And then it's funny because that record is kind of not out of their wheelhouse, but it's a different, vibe almost.
Yeah.
To when you listen to him rap, you're like, oh shit. So this is the one I just seen him on Instagram. He was going crazy. It's called Sunny Day by Mo City and Zambino. Now we got pronunciation issues. Yeah. But Mo City, let's get it, fam.
Going down sunny day.
I let my top back be down low. I'm feeling like a king. My mindset is put on my bros and shut down shows. Your main thing still hitting my phone. I do not condone. I gave it right back to the streets, cause I don't need those. I'm cruising for a bruise in the inside. Brown sugar sweet. My dicky suits in need of crease. All whites on feet. My baby want a GLE in red bucket seats. And I just want some M's in the safe. Stack residually and my fam gon' eat. No Sarah Lee, but more like Master P. These flows be tighter than the master lock. It's under lock and key. I hope my granddaddy be proud of me. I'm trying to make a living honestly. I'm knowing my niggas gon' slide for me. Put on for the note cause I be where I be. 4 in the slut, slow down on my habits. It's 40 on me, I ain't hunting for rabbits. First to death like I just came out the casket. I move like the shocker, you don't want no static. I smooth like I'm shocking, no con, but it's cool. Get back on my cloud if I'm not in the mood. I ain't taking no shorts when I go with the move. Got nothing to show, but so much to prove. Fetish for 68 Chevys and carelessly gas in the motor. 18 in the caddy, stunning like my daddy. I'm rocking Adidas Samoas. I run with some kings who pushing the pace. You thinking I'm talking some bonus. I know my girl love me, but paranoid be having me questioning motives. Moving forward, trying to focus. Stacking green, counting Yoda. She doing some yoga, I'm bumping some YOLO. We post away out in the Noya. I tapped in with City, cause he out there walking, no jab, I'm tearing the flow up. Anything for the quota. Yeah.
Sunny days. This Mo City right here.
Feeling like Kendrick and Kane, I'm tapped in with cuz, when it's family business. Stacking this chicken from Sunday to Sunday. When money made, hop in the whip like a runaway. I get 100 ways, I'm on 100-day save. And when I get off, I'm back in their phase. I'm stepping on throats of the ghost, and I'm back of the ghost. I'm going past white, I'm going my homes. Touching that green like a garden on. I'm with cuz whether he right or wrong. They thinking I'm ballin' up height alone. I smell like money and pheromones. Come get your bitch, don't let her wrong. She know that I'm player, I ain't lead her wrong. I'm honest and cool. It's not me, it's you. I'm honest in all of my situations. Might pump faker, but I'm a shot maker. Game like mine belong on the Lakers. I'm a bitch taker, I mean a risk taker. I'm a dog breed with a mud makeup. I'm the best rapper and the realest nigga. Feeling like I'm Cam, I'm a killer nigga. Sorry on the beat, worth $1 million nigga. Like I'm Wallow and Gilly nigga. By the tap in with the Philly niggas. I'm a city slicker, but a little different. Can't stop till we get them bigger figures. And I make all my niggas rich niggas. They don't get it, nigga. Fetish for 68 Chevys and carelessly gas on the motor.
God, that's definitely going in the Lolo playlist.
Adidas Samoas. I run with some kings who pushing the pace. You thinking I'm talking some bonus. I know my girl love me, but paranoid.
My niggas out here making lowrider music.
Yeah, I know my girl love me, but paranoid got me questioning motives.
I love that.
That shit was fly, bro. The first person was the Zambino dude. Whoever I don't know your name, sorry, bro. But Mo City was the second one, so that's who I was originally trying to focus on. Yeah, man, I can lost
dope.
words.
He's dope.
Yeah, but shout out to them. And then they bring that feeling. They do that a lot. And I remember when I found out about them, they did the rooftop freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
It was him and Paper Stacks, and it was a song like this, though. It wasn't like the Pinky record.
Yeah, and
I just love that. We have that in the city, bro. So like, it's here. You know what I mean? Like, it's something we can offer to the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then they fuck with like Larry Bull, Tough, and shit like that. So shout out to them, bro.
Yeah. I fuck with it. I gotta say it because I thought about it as the record was playing, but you know, the homie Sheed Farah dropped his It's Love Though album probably a couple weeks ago. Have you listened to the album?
Yeah, I listened to it. I ran through it.
Yeah, there's a lot of samples on there, you know.
Yeah,
and
the beats is crazy on that.
yeah, you know, so shout out to him, you know, putting work out. You know, don't take it like we ain't shouting out and we ain't looking for the work. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, when I was listening to the track, I'm like, yeah, this definitely it reminds me of just what he brought to his album. So yeah, shout out Shifar and It's Love Though album. Next, we're gonna move on to the topic portion. First topic we got: will dream chasers be the new upper class?
This one right here, right?
Yep.
All right, let me get it together because, you know, Instagram always play me, see? Every time. All right, let's go.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. We are in a dreamer's economy right now. It is better off for you to chase your dreams. The traditional routes have become too traditional. The numbers are there and there are too much of them. Too many of us now have degrees. Too many of us are now going to grad school. And too little of us have experience doing. Dream chasing is just a matter of doing. It's often a doing that is non-traditional because we refer to these things as dreams. But dreams become reality every day for the ambitious. And when you are ambitious, you can make your dreams a reality. And that ambition is necessary in where we are at now, because what has traditionally led to prosperity no longer is that. You have to do untraditional things to get the traditional prosperity. And what that means is, first of all, you have to get used to chasing things. You have to get used to being consistent. You have to get used to just doing it because it's what you want to do until you get paid to do it. You have to chase the dream. And the thing that people say is usually chase your dreams. And that is the value of dreams. Traditionally, you were one tracked. You go to school, you go to grad program, or you go to school and you go straight to work and you have a career. That is your life. But when you have dreams plural, you can carry out multiple different plots at multiple different times of your life. And that's what you need to do at the current state of where we are right now. It is no longer work for one company, go home, retire, and have a good life. No, you are going to have to be a dreamer because we are now in a dream-based economy. People want influential people. People want people with followings to represent them. People want people that are not one-track minded. People want people with multiple different skills that they developed on their own regard, not because a teacher was telling them to, not because an assignment deadline was telling them to, but because it was their own genuine passion. And when you enter a space with passion, not because you want to fulfill somebody else's purpose, you will have more success in it and you will be more audacious in the chances you take with it and the opportunities you reach for while in it. And because you have multiple dreams, there is never a moment to where you reach the apex of something like people do when they climb the corporate ladder and there's nothing else there to do. When you have dreams, once you achieve one thing, you can go off and go to the next. For example, right now, I'm a content creator, but I'm also in law school. I have 2 dreams running simultaneously, and I have many more I have yet to achieve because I understand that just doing one thing is no longer enough. Yes, it's impressive, but it's hard to impress people these days because all of us are impressive. Many people have exactly what you have.
Yeah. I've been waiting to use this reel. And I was like, yeah, okay, we're going to use this with her, you know, because like I said prior in the episode, you know, like you're a very passionate person when you hear your music, you know, so it's like, what are your thoughts on this topic?
Well, I had a question because I think there were a lot of beautiful, valid points. But when it says is the new upper class, like what does that actually mean? Because a lot of people will still fulfill all their dreams and forget about upper class. They still want to stay humble where they're at. Like, what is that?
Well,
go ahead.
To me, I call bullshit on the new upper class statement. I think that the upper class has always been people that just do shit. It's always been the people that don't fucking go to school. That all the people, the most rich people in the world right now, the 1% of the 1%, probably none of them have ever fucking went to get a degree in anything. They just fucking did it. They were like, we're going to do this. We're going to move this way. This is what I want to do. I'm doing it.
Or played the system.
Or they played the system. But either way, they didn't go the traditional. I think the traditional route, that's some bullshit. That's why I'm saying I'm calling bullshit on the new upper class statement.
When she uses upper class, I think she's referring to like, you know, because you got your poor and then you used to have a middle class, and then you used to have an upper class, and then you have your elites, which are like the top 1%. Those are not upper class; those are like elites. Now it's just elites, upper class, which are like your famous, and then right now there's barely any middle class. There's just like not extremely poor. You know,
you can pay your bills, but you're not.
You know, like
you're
not extremely poor. You got a car. You know,
you're just paying bills, bro.
You
and then there's homeless. You know, and then like
you just skipped poor and went straight to homeless.
You know, like.
But my point remains with what he said though.
Yeah,
if you're famous, that's people who just do what they fucking want. You know, that they're chasing the dream of doing what they want to do. So that's why that new upper class shit to me is like.
I think when she's saying upper class, she's more so meaning financially free.
Yes, so I was thinking money. You know, money and dreams. Like a lot of people's dreams don't even make money back. They just make them happy. Like they fulfill them as a person, but don't give them financially what they're looking for, what they need. You know.
So what I took from this was, you know, I don't know if you're too into conspiracy theories. I don't mean heck are.
I am.
But a conspiracy theory that, you know, is kind of playing out in real time is like within the next 20 to 30 years, you know, we're going to start seeing a lot of unemployment, you know, and people not knowing how to fill that time, you know, but a lot of the artists who are out here, you know, making a way for themselves and they know multiple different revenue streams or like ways to like, you know, turn something into nothing. They're going to be the people who are not struggling through that time without work, you know.
I agree.
And one of the things that I had thought about was within the next like 30 years or something, they predict is like universal income, which is like when people, you know, when AI like fully takes over, like they already got like fucking semi trucks that drive themselves and, you know, like they got like robot waiters and shit like that, you know. So when all that starts to take over, there's going to be a lot of people without jobs, you know, which when there's a lot of people without jobs, everybody can't be poor, you know, so like there has to be a universal income, you know, and they've already started like pricing that out and shit like that. So, you know, when that comes in, the people who are receiving the universal income, they're going to be like lower class, you know what I'm saying? Which they're just living on universal income because they didn't really learn how to do anything else, you know?
Because they were conditioned to do something else, the same thing that everyone else is doing.
Right, you know, and if everybody's, like you said, conditioned to do the same things, now they're going to have to waste like 10 to 15 years to learn something new in that time, which the people who have already been trying to learn things are going to skyrocket past them, you know? So they're going to be what she's referring to as the new upper class, because like that's when artistry, whether it be like singer songwriters, you know, people who paint, all these kind of things are going to become more valuable. You know, like I strolled across a reel where it was talking about, you know, although AI is able to write songs and although AI is able to perform songs, I guess, or like they're able to make full songs using AI, that's only going to make singers more valuable because now you're paying to watch an actual person because they're an actual person and not an AI.
But you see how it still like separates? You do have the AI coming up and doing what it does, but it does separate the people who are putting in the work and the AI.
Yeah.
Right.
But honestly, if you see a lot of the new generation, they're already catching on to that, and people are becoming influencers, because I was wondering, she said that not only was she a lawyer, but she was also an influencer.
Right.
At what point do people wake up and say that they want to be an influencer as a dream?
Yeah.
I mean, not too many until they see the numbers. It's not until you see the numbers and until money starts coming into your pocket that you're like, oh yeah, this is a dream. But in reality, like, I feel like influencing, as some people doing influencing, like, was called lazy back in the day. Was
Yeah.
called lazy, you know, and now that people see that it's starting to pay off, people are catching on, and now people are using it to their advantage. But it definitely separates AI and putting in the work still. Like you just said, it'll separate the singer-songwriter or the artist or versus the AI.
Yeah.
Like there's no credibility there.
Yeah.
You know what I want, bro? I want to fucking. I'm gonna put a reality check. I'm gonna put because I fuck with everything y'all saying. But in what you were saying, if everybody's on universal income, you're not making money because nobody can pay for your shit to buy it. So really, you almost in more danger because you're trying to do something that's not valuable to people in a physical sense. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Well,
you could
universal
draw me-
income, they gotta. It has to be priced to because then you get revolt. You know, if you don't price it to where people can, you know, pay all their bills and stuff like that, and then also have enough to kind of live comfortably and to where they can like, especially now, we're more like we buy things that don't matter more than ever.
That's what I'm saying.
If people aren't able to kind of continue that, then you know it's not going to be long before you know we're bossing the Tea Party up at this bitch. You know, so
Nah, we've been past that point. That's what I'm trying to say is that we've been past the point. COVID happened, nothing. Nobody did shit, bro.
I don't
Nobody
think
did
so,
nothing
though.
about this shit.
Well,
Like,
think
it's-
about COVID though. When COVID happened, they started sending out money immediately.
Fake
you know
money. That's what I'm
mean?
saying though. When that facade runs out, which is gonna run out sooner than later, when that money that they falsely printed up, which they've been falsely printing up since fucking 1960.
Yeah.
When that shit runs up, bro, when the jig is up, when the rest of the world, which is already on there, that's why we fucking going to war with everybody.
Yeah.
All we have is our strength now. All we have is, hey, we could fucking kill all of y'all in one go. And even now, motherfuckers is like, yeah, just do it then. You know what I'm saying? So when that facade runs out, bro, it ain't no, we could just print money. Like, man, COVID showed us, bro, they could do what they want and nobody's gonna do shit about it. Everybody shut the fuck up. There was a couple of white militias and shit in Michigan. They had their guns and shit, but they ain't do shit. They fucking, nothing happened is what I'm saying.
And it's all part of the agenda. You know?
That's what I'm
this
saying.
is
It's a
where
whole-
upper class versus lower class starts to come in. That's where my questions were coming in because I'm like, we are like an experiment for
Exactly.
the upper class, and this is an agenda. So after COVID
Not the
hit,
upper
that was
class,
already
the elite.
The elite,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
That's the upper class though. That's the same.
There's like
Epstein's
Kevin
walking
Hart
around here.
upper class, you know, or like just famous person upper class where they got millions or multi-millions. But then there's like fucking Steve Jobs upper class, you know, or fucking, you know, Tesla upper class, you know, these motherfuckers, Elon Musk, like these niggas got billions, or there's even people that got trillions, you know, like.
And
So-
we're still
those
part of
are-
their agenda.
Yeah,
We're still part of
you
their
know,
agenda.
And none of them niggas listen to rap.
Right.
Or R&B.
Yeah.
And none of that. They don't give a fuck about. So
Well,
when
my
the money,
point is like the upper class famous people, they're even part of the agenda. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, because you got to
Because-
have some of them.
Well,
so
because
that-
you got to give a few people a little something so everybody
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. Because
Yep.
otherwise,
Right.
if you just treat everybody, they're like, wait a minute. Which is my point in the whole thing. What she says sounds good in a world where the money and the system we're on right now continues. But our shit is crash course right now.
Realistically, yep.
Realistically, in the real world, bro, the American way of life and everything that they say is our way of life, that shit is fucking crashing to the ground right now, fam. Like, we're living it because we have to. You know, we have to. We got these cameras. We got everybody's dressed nice. Everybody took a shower today. Everybody ate. We got food over there because you know why we do that is because they put it out there for us to buy because they want the money that they can make from, which is fake money, which is fucking crazy.
We're the experiment.
But I do get the point of this. So ideally, let's just say now I'm switching from reality to the ideal. Ideally, fuck yeah, chase the dream, do what you want. Because if you don't do it, you're just going to be standing on the sideline watching somebody else do it while you work for somebody else. That did it. So whoever you're working for did it.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I want to fucking own a factory. And then now you in the factory and shit. And you're doing the job for the person who's like, I'm just going to do it. And then they turn around and tell you, hey, you need a 4-year college degree and 3 years experience. I know you're 19, but what the fuck? I know you're 19, but you need 3 years experience, a 4-year college degree to work for me in a factory where you don't need shit but your hands. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, yeah, you need an engineering degree. I want you to be able to fix the machine you're working on. What the fuck? That shit's
Instead of
crazy.
experiencing it to learn it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen that video like that goes around, but it talks about like spiritually, ideas are never yours. Ideas float around and they're waiting for somebody to pick up the idea and put it to work.
Yes.
Your ideas really are not yours. Your dreams are yours, right? But your ideas that you come up with, that's why I said today you could want something and tomorrow another idea might pop in and you got another one.
Right.
You know, you got to take it and you got to go with it.
Exactly. That's what Lito says all the time.
Yeah.
He'll say it all the time. Like anything you think of has already been thought of before.
It's waiting for somebody to snatch it up and do it.
And really do it.
Yeah. And not even only that is like the universe, like, because there's people out here who have great ideas and they're not motivated enough they'll never accomplish them. And the universe is going to find a way to bring that idea to fruition. If it's got to take it to somebody else or.
That's how we got these, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Someone's got the mind to execute
There was some fucking, what's his name? Steve Wojcicki or whatever. He was in there fucking. I forgot his name. I don't know his name. Steve, it's something like that. It's something like that. No, it's the other nigga, not Steve Jobs. The other dude. His name's Steve too, I think. The one who did the fucking computers or whatever. Esteban Wojcicki or some shit like that. But anyway, he was the nigga in the garage that built the computer, the motherboard and shit. Steve Jobs was just like, I can make this look really sleek and serve it to the world. Oh, you know what? We should put a clear colored back on the computer and people were like, I want it. Give it to me, $1,500.
Yeah.
To this day, nigga, I love the look of Mac shit. Like just the way it looks and shit. I love it, bro. They got a Microsoft computer right now that looks just like a MacBook because of the way it looks. You know?
Side note, do you guys remember being in school with the fucking big ass Apple computers? They were all different colors and shit.
Hey, those are the best times.
That was the coolest shit in the world. That was the coolest shit. Couldn't do nothing on that motherfucker.
Right.
The Macintosh. Yeah, it wasn't even Apple. It was Apple Macintosh.
Oh my gosh.
That's wild. All right, so
still chase your dreams though until the shit collapse, nigga. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Just wait for it to collapse to stop is what I'm saying.
Right. We'll know when we know.
Then you got to fight in the revolution. No bullshit.
All right, so let's move on to this next topic. This one is some opportunities can't wait for you to prepare for them. You just got to take the leap.
Let's go.
So there's a guy named Benny Medina. Benny Medina is actually the real live Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Benny had gone from Watts to Beverly Hills. He pitched me the show. I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. And he invited me to Quincy's house. It was Quincy's birthday after the Soul Train Music Awards. I was in town. I was just going to meet Quincy. So we go and he said, hey, did Benny tell you about the show? So yeah, Benny told me it's really cool. You interested? Quincy, he had been drinking a little bit that night. And he was like, all right, we're gonna do an audition. I was like, what? There were, a bunch of people in the room and Quincy wanted me to do an audition in the middle of his living room at a party. And I was like, yo, Q, I can't do a audition. I haven't studied anything. And, he took me in the other room and he was like, okay, tell me what you need. And I was like, Q, I need a couple weeks. I'm not even really an actor. Can I just give me, if I can get a script and I can get something to work on. He said, oh, so you need 2 weeks. I said, yeah. And he said, well, what's going to happen in 2 weeks is Brandon Tartikoff, who's the head of NBC, something's going to come up in this kid's game and he's not going to be able to do it. So he's going to postpone. And he's going to need 2 weeks. So then we'll do it in 30 days. And I was like, oh, yeah, 30 days would be good. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And he's like, but then his right hand, Warren Littlefield, something's going to come up and he's not going to be able to be there and they're going to have to postpone again. And he said, but right now, everybody that needs to say yes to this show is sitting in my living room waiting for you to audition.
Damn.
And I was like, give me 10 minutes. It was such a valuable lesson. It's like, there's very few things more powerful than let's go. Yeah. It's like you have the dream, the opportunity's there, just go. So there's a guy.
Big facts. We'll let you speak on that first.
Well, I thought that was amazing because it's true. Some opportunities can't wait, like for you to prepare for them. For example, the Telemundo thing came up quick. Can we have you in next week? Yes. Yeah. Yes, whether I was prepared for it or not.
Right.
You cannot sleep on certain things, but I also say that it's also an energy thing as well. You will feel when it's for you, and you will also feel when it is not for you. So it is very important that you use your discernment and are able to tell the difference on that. He knew he was in an opportunity, and he said, you know what? I got to do it. I got to do it. Now, I haven't been in too many opportunities, right, where they're just on spot. But I absolutely have felt when it was certain things were for me.
I don't think I ever necessarily felt that way, but I have felt not to. I'm like, nah, this don't feel right. I got to get the fuck out of here.
I went to an open mic, and as soon as I went into the room, like the energy was off. Like I felt prepared and I felt like I was ready. I dressed for the part, everything, but it just wasn't hitting the way that it was supposed to. There was so much pressure behind my back. Like I just knew it wasn't, you have to be able to use that discernment. Your discernment is what's right and what's wrong. And I just knew it wasn't for me. And absolutely that thing like collapsed. Like 2 months later, that the whole business went to shit afterwards.
No, it's not even a thing no more.
It wasn't even a thing. You have to be able to tell when.
That feels good, right? When you're like, I fucking knew.
Hell yeah.
I knew
there was so much pressure. Like I kept being tapped in the shoulder. Like it was just too much. I even left like mid, cause I don't stay in places I don't feel comfortable at. So, but that is a very valuable lesson. Like he said, it's a beautiful thing, and you'll know when it's for you and when it's not.
I think when it's on the spot, when shit happens naturally and you were just there, he said, everybody that needs to say yes to this show is right here.
Yep.
That's crazy.
In this room.
Like, at that point, you like, oh, well, I gotta fucking, I gotta fucking say, so I gotta do what I gotta do because it's right now. And I didn't plan, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I didn't come here with the intention to do what you're telling me to do. Sometimes you gotta like look into that real quick, like, all right, fuck it, I just gotta do it. Right. But like I said, usually when I plan for shit, that's when the shit be the most off anyway. Like, I want to plan to do this, and it's going to be like this, and it's going to do this, and I just can't wait for it to fucking happen. And then you get to the situation, you're like, oh, this ain't going anything like I wanted it to. That's usually because it's not right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big facts.
Also, Will Smith got the fucking shit dyed out of his beard, bro. I had to say that. I watched it. I'm like, ain't no way, nigga. I'm fucking 37 and my shit, I got grays, and he got me fucked up.
But like, just thinking of, if he'd have not took that opportunity, we would not have had one of the
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
shows of our childhood. Like, that has ever fucking graced the networks. That's one of the most dominant shows that is. Like, I learned so much growing up from that show.
Fuck yeah.
And I've been in that same I've been in that same position, like that's how this came to be. Like I felt like I had the idea and I just kind of sat on it for a while, and then like once I saw all the pieces that were in place, I was like, nigga, I gotta jump on this shit now, because if I don't jump on it now, it's gonna something's gonna come up, and then it's gonna keep getting pushed back, and it's never gonna happen. So like I just jumped on it, and ever since we started this podcast, it's just been up from there. And even today is a testament to that. Like we walked in today, saw some occurrences that we didn't expect, and we're just like, well, shit, all the people that we need to make this happen for is here now, and we don't know when's the next opportunity, so we're just gonna fucking try to get through it and make it happen. So
that's right.
That's gonna conclude this podcast. Thank you so much for just being open to being on the podcast and bringing your energy and just your talent to the city, and everything that you stand for is it's phenomenal, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And I'm grateful to like know you as an artist. I've already shared your music with a couple of people at the gym, and they're in love with it as well. So keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a phenomenal job, and if there's ever a way that we can help and have you back on the podcast and just offer people that we might know to you, don't be afraid to hit us up.
And thank you for having me. And we're working on that feature still. Don't forget.
All right,
okay. Don't forget.
I'm down. Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. You guys are dope as fuck. And hey, have me back whenever you guys want.
Nice. Any last words?
No. All right. I'll go try to say something. I'll wait for the end then.
Let's go. So that concludes this episode of the All 414 All podcast, brought to you by Illy, Street Team Hectic, Third War Studios, SG Films, and our guest for episode 33, Alesha. Yeah. If you haven't already, we encourage you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and leave us a comment about the topic that interests you the most. Thank you for watching, and come back for the next episode of the All 414 All podcast.
Don't dye your beard. No bullshit.